Hello and welcome back to Bourbon Stuff. As always, this is Carolyn, and here is my husband, E.
Hello.
And we are finally back with a review.
Yes.
We had to take a break from reviews after 30 Days of Bourbon Challenge because, oh boy, was that just overwhelming.
It was intense.
But while we were out and about today, we found a
very special whiskey that is technically a whiskey.
It is. And it is none other than Pabst Blue Ribbon 5-second aged whiskey.
Yes, because whiskey, by law, has to be aged in an oak barrel, but there are no requirements for the minimum age. So, of course, Pabst Blue Ribbon said, we will do the minimal requirement possible to qualify this as whiskey.
And it literally has an age statement of aged 5 seconds on the front of the bottle.
It's cheeky.
And I have to say, for a Pabst Blue Ribbon, we all know that is generally associated with...
I believe South Park put it well.
Yes. They did. So if you're unaware, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to offend anyone. Just look up South Park Pabst Blue Ribbon, and that will give you an idea of how we felt about potentially buying this bottle.
Yes. So what all have they disclosed for what is in this particular bottle of technically whiskey?
They are unbelievably transparent. Ooh, that's the word. They're transparent. Okay.
The spirits are translucent.
So their mash bill is very clearly stated on the outside of the bottle. The label states that the mash bill is 52 corn, 27 malted barley, 17 wheat, and 4% rye.
So this is a 4-grain.
This is a 4-grain. And what's the proof?
This is a 40% ABV or 80 proof spirit.
Yeah, so it's a very basic...
They're going for technicalities on this.
They are. And...
It's Pabst Blue Ribbon as the company.
It is.
But the thing is, the difference between making a whiskey and making a beer, it's just making a beer with extra steps and no hops.
And to be clear, it is distilled and bottled by the Pabst Blue Ribbon Company. It does say so on the bottle, so truth in advertising there. The bottle is...
It has the blue ribbon.
It has the blue ribbon in a wax seal stamp on the front of it. It has a very basic but lovely label that has wheat stalks and wild hops berries on the front of it. There is a photograph of their founder and a little bit of information about Pabst Blue Ribbon and when they were established in 1844.
Needless to say, they did not phone it in on this particular bottle, and they easily could have.
They did. It uses a synthetic cork, which we applaud them for that, because cork is becoming an endangered species of trees.
Yes. And
anyone who uses synthetic cork, I have a preference to. It had a little plastic
heat sealed
label that you pull off, and I'm more pleased about this than I should be.
It's okay.
But the heat seal being taken off reveals a metallic blue cap that is so seamless with the bottom portion of the neck label that I was unsure of whether or not I actually took all of the label off.
Yeah, it's very well designed, very well made. I'm
pleased.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely pleased for the bottle alone. I am just tickled pink that everything is so just completely transparent about what they did, that they were snarky and did the 5 seconds, that the mash bill is completely, aware that there's actually texture to the wax seal.
There's also some etching on the glass, too.
There is. But that surprised me with the little blue ribbon wax seal is that it's actually a raised, pressed thing.
And we did purchase this for $25.99 at a small hole-in-the-wall shop here in Jacksonville. Mm-hmm. It's Mark's Liquor.
Yeah.
And... full disclosure, before we dive into this for the tasting notes and the nosing, is we have poured this, we have not smelled this, we have taken 0 notes, so we are going into this completely blind to see how a 5-second aged whiskey is.
Yeah. Okay, with that being said, we will give this a good smell, and we will be back in just a moment.
Sounds good. And we're back.
We're back. Okay.
So it smells like new make.
It does.
Just to throw it out there.
It does smell like new make, but there's a bit more of a sour note to it.
Okay, I'm gonna say a phrase that this is just reminding me of my childhood in the weirdest way, but fudge.
I'll give it to you. But like toasted nutty fudge.
Yeah, like that toasted nut in fudge where you have that deep cooked sugar smell as you're like, you know, breaking a piece in half.
Yeah, okay, so 100% you can smell the corn.
Yeah, it's very corn heavy.
You can smell the wheat, because there is
it's very sweet.
Yeah, there's a very sweet kind of dusty wheat smell to it as well. That is surprising.
Okay, on the nose, this smells way better than it has any right to smell.
Yeah, absolutely. This smells way better than it should. Alright, you ready to...
Yes.
Alright.
Let's go. Okay.
I hate how good that
is. It's very sour corn heavy on the palate.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
A little bit chocolatey.
I don't know why.
Which explains why on the nose I got fudge.
But chocolate is one of the first things, like the finish for it is like cocoa powder.
Yeah.
That is so strange.
Yeah. Getting a little bit of the rice spice.
Absolutely. There is rice spice. There's a pepperiness to it.
There's a sweetness that I associate with Wheaters.
And the corn is there. There is a sour mash, kind of vibe to it, but it's not off-puttingly sour.
No.
It's not briny or tangy sour. It's just, like, sourdough sour.
I will say that if you're wanting a proper aged whiskey, this is not.
No.
I would akin this to a really good quality commercial moonshine.
Yeah, but
better.
The thing that just keeps coming back every time I take a sip is the chocolate.
Yeah.
That is so strange.
It is.
I can't be angry at that.
You can't.
No. That is one of the more unique new makes, because we've had quite a few different new makes before, and this is so unique.
It's gimmicky in what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for what it is, it's tasty.
I would love to age this for a little while, actually age it.
Proper age it.
Like put it in a little mini barrel and see what it does. Mm-hmm. Or just put in a couple of like oak chips.
Cubes.
Yeah, cubes and see what happens, because this has so much potential to be a beautiful aged whiskey.
Yeah. If anyone from PBR is listening, do the world a favor. Barrel this at higher proof, let it age for a few years, and release a proper product.
Yes,
because this is something that could turn out amazing.
Yeah, your new make, dear Lord, like the more it sits and lingers on my palate, coffee and chocolate, like just, it's so strange and it's so amazing.
What's crazy about it is normally those flavors are imparted from the wood.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
The candles.
I'm sorry?
The smells of the candles that we have.
Oh, the
like the coffee mocha.
The coffee mocha candle.
Yeah, where it's like really deep, rich coffee, really light, almost chalky chocolate.
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of.
Cheap Halloween chocolates.
That sounds horrible, but yeah, it does. It's so strange. It's so good, though. I hate saying that it's strange, and I just can't get past that, because for God's sake, it's a company that makes the cheapest beer. Like, they did something that could be so good.
Yeah.
And I cannot complain one bit.
I will say that if you are a whiskey nerd, like we are, and you have various new makes that you've collected from various distilleries, pick up a bottle of this. It'll be a good treat to see how a beer company like PBR is able to make a new make.
I will say, and this is definitely unpopular opinion time.
Oh no.
This is a better new make than any Buffalo Trace new make that I've tried.
Them's fighting words, and I will happily... Well, okay. for the complexity of flavor,
Mm-hmm.
I can give it to you. But
Yeah.
personally, I prefer the flavor profile of the Buffalo Trace White Dog Mash 1.
And that's totally
And
acceptable.
that's a personal preference,
But
but this is not bad by
this
any
is
means.
so complex, so unique. You can pull out so many flavors. It's not muddled. Everything is there.
It is.
Everything that it lists, you can taste. Everything that you think you should smell, you smell. And then it sneaks up with some of these weirder, really pleasant flavors. And I'm not a fan of sour things at all when it comes to bourbon.
Yeah.
But this is absolutely amazing for something that has that sour note to it.
I'd love to see it at a higher proof and aged.
Yeah, of course. But this is not something that I necessarily want to sit around and drink neat, just because I'm not a
not in this form.
no, I'm not really like a new make like casual drinker. But I definitely want to age a little bit of this and see what happens, because
Absolutely.
Oh,
I think
man,
that
so many good things.
some of our Cooperage Oak would be fantastic for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So with that being said,
Well, the question I have is, what could compare to this that can be found pretty much anywhere?
pick a moonshine. I mean, really,
Okay, hang on.
pick a moonshine.
I will be right back. I'm going to go grab a moonshine.
Oh, you're bringing over Climax.
Yes, Climax Moonshine from the show Moonshiners.
That was the cutest little dainty pop. Oh no,
So far different.
that is so different. That's what new make the flavor for new make I'm used to. It reminds me more of Buffalo Trace new make.
Yeah. But this also has a weird
Metallic-y
sweetness.
and sweetness to it.
Yeah. That's probably because it's also made with sugarcane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Honestly, I have no idea. I have no clue what could be similar to this, just because it's such a weird, unique.
Yeah, it's unique enough that there isn't really anything that compares.
And honestly, at like $25,
if you're curious, get a bottle.
get it.
Yeah.
This isn't something that you're gonna like regret getting. Do something strange with it. Throw some. Oh my god, that would be the strangest thing. Throw some like vanilla beans in it.
Turn it into a vanilla extract.
Yeah, that would be the most unique flavored.
Like mocha vanilla extract.
Oh my god.
We may do that.
We may
we'll
do
let
that.
you guys know how that goes.
But I mean, you can do all sorts of things with new make. You really won't be disappointed. You'll be pleasantly surprised at it. And with that being said, I can think of quite a few things that we could do with this. So I would purchase this again.
I would get another bottle if we somehow finish this one.
I mean, project purposes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for the whiskey nerd in us.
Yeah,
not
for sure.
Not necessarily for drinking neat the way that it is.
No, but like making
It could be good for cocktails.
it could be. I think mix some of this with Kahlua and do like a White Russian.
Sure. That would be an interesting take on a White Russian.
It would, but it's got all of that like weird coffee and cocoa.
Although I guess you could call that a White Kentuckian.
I have no idea. This isn't Kentucky though. This is Missouri.
Is it Missouri?
Oh no, what is it? Milwaukee.
So, an old hoser?
I have honestly no idea.
Yeah, I'll run with that. It's an old hoser.
Hoosier.
Hoosier?
Hoosier.
Hoosier.
Hoosier?
Hoosier.
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 We're Floridians, so please forgive us. I know we're butchering this. You can correct us. But I think that's an excuse for like anything. We're Floridians, sorry.
Yeah, we throw alligators into drive-through windows and
although
eat bath salts.
oh god, no, we don't eat bath salts. We apparently eat people because of the bath salts.
Well, you gotta eat the bath salts before you eat the people. It's an amuse-bouche.
Okay, yeah. This
This is derailed miserably.
yeah, this is taking a really weird turn. Okay, so yeah. With all that being said, we're going to go ahead and cut this off before we get even more weird. As always, please do check me out on Instagram. My username is bourbon_and_stuff. And if you should choose to donate to our channel or support our podcast, you would be giving us the ability to improve our audio recordings, purchase new things to try and review.
And give us the means to send stuff to people.
Exactly, because we would love to buy some of the more unique bourbons and whiskeys out there and give them away, because that's just a lot of fun.
It is.
So yeah, do that if you're feeling so kind. As always, here's E to take us out.
And remember that whiskey, in addition to bourbon, is meant to be shared.